Yeah, Kronos in the house.
Yeah, whoa.
Woo.
Oh man, I love how like atonal and dissonant the sound effects sound because of how shitty and laggy they are.
Mm.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, to the Only War podcast, happiest place on earth.
So Jeffo, while we're waiting those 2 minutes for BBSA, can I do a secret roll to the Skype to you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So should I roll scrutiny for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. That is a nat 2. So that's going to be exactly 4 degrees success.
Okay. You find a decent amount of information on what you're looking for, assuming it still exists in this universe. Which, like, I guess, like, why wouldn't it? I don't know. I've never seen it mentioned, but I can't think why it would have gone out of vogue. I don't know. We'll assume it exists for the purpose of the story.
Awesome.
But yeah, I guess while we wait for BVSA to get back, I have a small present to give to this group if we have time at the end of tonight. Equig knows what it is. I went back on fanfiction.net and found all my super cringy like 15, 16-year-old fanfics.
Yeah, you can see where Jeff began.
Yeah,
Oh god.
it's funny because like they're much cruder than what I write now in terms of style, but it's still kind of like the same jokes and the same sensibilities. Still very
Okay, so when you said you repeat the same 3 jokes over and over and over again, you meant you repeat the same 3 jokes over and over and over again.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's like, hey, character gets themselves involved in a silly thing. 2 people don't understand what's going on. Yay! Catchphrases. But yeah.
Bazinga.
It's super bad. So if you guys want to read like, if you want to read like My Immortal parody tier, shitty meme stories, you know, and rip into young Jeff's magnum opus.
I mean, on a scale of what's it called again? Repercussions of Evil to My Immortal.
I mean, I did it ironically, so like I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Ironic shitposting is still shitposting.
Yeah, you got me there.
I was only.
Yeah, I've got those. I've also got. I don't have it with me, but down in Rolla, I've got a computer filled with a bunch of other shit that I wrote that we could also rip into. Some of it's really weird. Yeah.
You know what would be amazing? No, I don't. That was on my older computer. My really old computer that I literally do not have anymore.
I actually used to, oh wait, I'm actually cutting Iceman off now. What the fuck? Wow. What kind of topsy-turvy land is this?
Sorry.
Drop a thought.
Guys,
Do I really cut you off that much? You should tell me to stop that.
I have.
Yeah.
You did at one point, but it was a really, really long.
I just kind of gave up because it wasn't working.
I'm sorry.
You cut him off like every session.
No, it's fine. Like I laugh about it. I didn't like tell you to stop. I just kind of like made fun of it, saying like every time you cut me off, I was gonna take a drink.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I
now I remember. Now
it's the group.
I was pretty drunk.
It's one of those
like,
things.
That was a bad drinking game idea. But yeah.
So BBSA, are you here now?
Yeah, I was eating hot dogs. I just had dinner.
Awesome.
What the fuck? But yeah, I really.
Is every character going to the Guardsman's ball in like full armor with all their weapons? Apparently,
no weapons.
Yeah,
weapons not allowed.
I'm leaving my mace fist at coat check.
I think Lucia and Cargill are weapons.
My weapons don't come out. Or one of them does, but it's really hard.
I mean, you
you have a laser
Yeah, I have two lasers.
I
I have the ballistic mechadendrite, which just doesn't come out. Like, no, you're not pulling that thing off.
Oh my god, are they going to like peace bond his laser eye, where they do the thing where they tie a ribbon around it as a symbol of the promise not to use it?
Yeah, that could work. I accept that.
Oh.
They give you like a mirrored eye patch, so if you shoot it, it'll like fire back into your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, just finishing up the old cringy writing discussion, I actually, when I was like, I think sophomore year of high school, so like 15 or 16, I would post my dyke shit fan fiction like on my Facebook for my friends to read.
Oh.
And I remember my grandma actually found one of them and read it, and she told me about it, and I was like, oh shit, you read that? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. And she was like, oh, it was really good. And I was like,
This is why none of the things I wrote. Actually, well, that's not. I started writing for /MLP. I guess I can get retroactively banned. Lol. I started writing when I was like 17, I want to say. Yeah,
In
2000.
general,
Yes.
or on MLP?
On /MLP.
Underage.
Yeah, that was actually.
I mean, I was on 4chan in like 2007, so.
Yeah, all of us were underage bait at some
Yeah,
point.
I was on
Actually-
2009.
That was like a
I was
decade ago.
I didn't go on 4chan until like 2013.
I actually didn't start going on 4chan until I was 18, so I've actually never been 4chan underage bait.
Same
I
here.
started at 14, so whatever year I was 14 in.
Yeah.
I was 12. That's bad.
Sure, how
Wow.
well I could use a computer at those
Literally,
ages.
I'm 12, and what is this?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it was.
How
it was
cringe were
bad.
you, Equig?
Huh?
You're just like,
What?
How cringe were you? Do you think?
Not that cringe, honestly. I mostly lurked.
Okay.
The only
I don't
cringe
believe
thing is
you.
I would get in autistic arguments. You know, like the multiple paragraphs kind.
So different from how you are now.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Okay, but I don't do it on 4chan anymore.
Yeah. Now you just blog post.
Now I just blog post. See, that's an evolution. I used to not do that.
And then you should post your own stories under the MTG name.
Yeah. Oh man, that was just a joke that went too far.
It
I
was
didn't
just
know.
a prank.
Like,
It was just a joke.
it was just a prank, bro. Like, Muay Thai guy was just an annoying, dazzling general dude before who liked Sunset Shimmer too much. I didn't know that, like, in the year that I had not really posted, that he turned into essentially an MLP terrorist. That, like,
It was just a joke. What are you getting so mad about? It was just a joke.
just a prank, bro. Just a prank. Okay.
It's literally anon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably start now, though. Or else we'll never get to the ball.
we're not getting to the ball regardless. It's not happening.
Yeah, not.
I don't
Not
know.
gonna
I know I'm normally the one to be like all in favor of long derailments, but yeah, we should stop.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So-
we're ending at 12?
No, we can go until like probably 1 in the morning.
Okie dokie.
Fine by me.
I got like an interview at like 9, so
Yeah, I mean I got work tomorrow also, so yeah, we're gonna stop around midnight to 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get this ball. We're gonna make it happen.
We're making it happen. We're doing this, man.
alright.
I have a dentist appointment tomorrow morning.
You have a what?
I have a dentist appointment.
Why is
Oh, man.
everyone going to the dentist this week? Dude.
I have an opening shift, but I'm gonna play until Jeff calls it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got to work from 11 till 10 tomorrow, so.
My supervisor kind of was asking me if I could do a half-day thing because they're so understaffed. I told him I'd give him a call as soon as all my interviews were done.
That's excellent. You guys in your central standard time It's only gonna be 11 o'clock over here.
Well, that's one extra hour for you to keep drinking.
Can somebody kill Iceman, please? Can somebody just kill him?
No, don't worry.
Okay.
Please,
That's
please, before the AIDS catches up to him, just get
AIDS.
Oh my
Actually-
god, we've been
what's
recording all of this.
Actually,
Oh.
what's the? Who cares? It's entertainment.
Are you recording this?
You
I was
recording
gonna see
me?
like one of Jeff's real life friends, maybe.
Oh, we're getting in the 20s of views.
Yeah, most of which are probably me, skipping around, being like, "When did that thing happen? When did that thing
Oh
happen?"
yeah, they probably are you.
Well, no, YouTube doesn't count it as a view unless you watch a significant portion of the video.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. But
I mean, each of us probably accounts for 2 or 3 views, so.
it's only 15, you know? That's or 18, I guess. I'm included in that. But yeah, it's still 7 or so views coming from who knows where.
Yeah, who knows?
I have 3
I bet
subscribers.
one of them is
so-
White Guy.
One of which is me.
Nice.
Yeah, some middle-aged Brazilian guy.
I bet he's wait, Max Payne. Maybe
Oh
that's
yeah,
him.
exactly.
Max Payne's watching.
Okay, so we last left off on the night of the fateful day. So everyone's kind of gone their separate ways to cool down. Iceman is being fixed currently.
Someone
Also-
living in an airport.
Yeah, Sass, get out of the airport, dude.
Not me.
Get out of the airport. So you get out of the
Fuck you.
airport. Get out of the airport.
Okay. And what else is going? Well, you said I'd be out of the game. How much out of the game do you mean?
I mean, you might as well just leave right now. You're not going to do anything tonight. Kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Do you, Iceman? Do you? Do you really? Because I'm not kidding. Where's the ban button?
Okay. Yeah.
Was Cargill out at all from his damage, or is he good?
I mean, you did go into criticals, so yeah, you're gonna need some medical attention.
You guys
Alright.
can be
At some
hospital
point.
buddies.
How has Lucia
I don't
been
know if I
enjoying
go in
her
the
time?
same
I
hospital.
mean, that's
as
really up to
Vanya.
you. What have you been spending your time on while your friends have been gallivanting without you?
He's been making the pizza.
Yeah, no, I had this mental image of her cooking, like having her space iPad up on the counter, watching Star Food Wars,
Uh,
and like
It's
copying their recipes.
Is like Guy Fieri, like a Sith Lord in that? I will be the
This-
one
we
to
call
bring
this
balance to
fully armed
Flavor
and
Town.
Operational Flavor Town.
The galaxy's greatest commissars come together to compete in a cooking competition.
This
Yeah.
will be the last day of fast food restaurants. Fire!
What-
Dude,
They have,
I should have named this one Operation Flavor Town. Never think of the good names until.
They should have. So they got like a Stardust chef.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's the show where they like give you props if you lose. Like if you lose one of the competitions, like they make you like ride around on a tricycle while you cook. Like I'm imagining that,
zero
but it's
idea.
like you have to cook inside this Bane blade barrel.
Dude, is Space Martha Stewart like a fucking servitor?
Yeah,
Like, skulls
she's
off
a-
of her like giant dendrites.
Yeah, she's like, hello, and welcome to Martha Stewart.
Hello,
welcome
to the Martha Stewart program. 9/11, 9/11, 9/11.
And then the tech priest slaps it and it's like, today I will show you how to make delicious nutrient gruel from the common.
Woo.
So instead of like challenging someone to a physical combat sort of duel, Can we just challenge them to cook-offs?
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Okay, this is gonna happen at some point in the future. Then.
This is becoming little by little more slice of life anime.
It's one of those slice of life animes where things go really horribly wrong and someone dies every
Yeah.
season.
So, can Lucia just, like, walk into the room with a stack of pizzas?
The crazy psyker brought 9 pizzas. What will happen next? Boing.
Well, I was like a little community gift, because this feels like the perfect moment for it.
I was more thinking like imagining like a supercut between the chaos going on in the hospital room, just
I
them
was actually
cutting to
thinking that
you.
exact scene the other day.
Well, and then there's like you rolling out the dough and like
It's like,
spinning.
you know
the
how they'll do like the big confrontation, and then they'll do those split cuts between the different people on different sides.
Yeah.
And like one of them is just Lucia in a chef hat, like happily whistling.
Yeah, I was imagining spinning the pizza dough with your mind.
I'm imagining like that Lucia is humming that song from what's it called, like Crazy Town, da 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 da. Like the Bake a Cake song.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God, Lucia singing Gypsy Bard from French Miss Witchcraft, taking a portal.
Oh God.
I can do that. This is a thing I can do.
Well, how is Lucia gonna learn in universe everything that happened?
That's a good question.
Maybe
One of
it's
the guardsmen who was just at the fight can run in and be like, "Gang, Lucia, you gotta hear what just happened."
Wait, he has to show Lucia like the kill cam footage.
No, she should find out.
Check it out. It's like 50,000 views.
And then things
on
can
What if she just never finds out? Like, what if just nobody tells her? And she just ends up forever.
I like that. That'd be a best.
She just walks in, like, "Hey, Cargill, what happened to your eye?" "Nothing."
And the back of your head and all your armor.
I just like imagine like Lucia happily like kneading dough, and then it immediately splits to Cargill screaming as a chainsaw gets shoved through his chest.
So we're just going to repeat the same joke we did with Limestone way back when. My God, what's wrong with her face?
What's wrong with your face? You go up and ask Cargill what happened. Oh, I tripped.
It's the scene
Cargill,
from
if someone is hurting you, it's okay to tell us. You're safe here. We're there for you.
No.
Oh.
You fell down some. The voice of Vanya in your head. You fell down some stairs. I fell down some stairs.
Speaking of which, Jeff.
I was making cereal.
Yeah, what's that, Kronos?
Now that Alex is going and doing that, can she stop by Cargill's room in the morning?
Okay, so we're flashing forward to morning then? Everyone cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is now 9 a.m. Okay?
Okay.
11 hours remain until the ball starts.
Doo-doo.
Okay.
Doo-doo.
I want to make a breakfast.
Are you going to make Space McGriddles?
No.
Dude,
And then
Space
throw them
Marine
out the airlock.
No gluten, no peanuts, no chocolate, no allergens whatsoever. And I'm going to make McGriddles breakfast in bed for Tiny Tim.
Oh.
Okay, but she'll have to make enough for the rest of the group.
I will make enough for Tiny Tim and Lucia.
And the
All
rest
right.
of the group, right?
Roll your cooking skill.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy my third rank
What's up?
in trade cooking.
You're up to third rank?
Rank.
Third rank? What are you doing? Oh, because you haven't done anything.
Oh yeah, like Seth's already totally finished his path for XP or whatever.
Mm.
So
I mean,
no
I
point.
still have to finish my willpower characteristic boosts, but I'm actually kind of out of powers to buy.
Oh.
Couldn't you branch into a new field?
don't want to.
Oh,
Fire.
sounds like a personal problem.
Fire is good.
Fire.
Yeah, okay, I'll spend 300 XP to get to experienced.
Okay, I mean just roll straight up at your cooking to see how good of McGriddles you make.
Alright, let me check what my actual stats are in this case. Oh, that's annoying.
What?
But
I had a reaction post in my recent files list that named Lucia, because it was this one. Let me link it.
let me see.
I'm simmering with rage.
Cooking with Cargill.
Okay, I accidentally clicked on this because I named it the same thing as my character sheet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Think.
Oh yeah.
Panicking. Can't think. Work on instinct. Instinct's bad.
Okay, 5 degrees of success.
Okay. You make a tray of 2 McGriddles and 2 hash browns. Fuck, now I'm hungry. God damn it. Fuck you.
Why does he get? Why does Tiny Tim get McGriddles? What about the rest of the team?
Okay, so
I will make them McMuffins for the rest of the team.
Yo, I want a sausage McBiscuit.
dude, I would rather eat corpse starch rations than a McMuffin, TBH.
Oh my god, I rolled a 94.
So you basically take corpse starch rations and stick them between like stale bread loaves, bread husks.
So, perfect McMuffins?
Yeah, pretty much McMuffins. Yeah,
The eggs are industrial grade.
industrial grade eggs.
Why do the guys love storytelling?
It's organic, dude. Like
that McMuffin is definitely not organic.
I mean, it's made from people.
Okay, so are we gonna all be eating together in our room with Tiny Tim or what?
Well, I'm going to take the McGriddles to Tiny Tim. If you want to be there, just say that you're there, I guess.
Well, I mean, how else am I gonna get these awful McMuffins? Is anyone else gonna come with me to get the McMuffins or not?
Vanya is currently getting lots of.
In the immortal words of Carl, just shove them straight back up your ass for Christmas.
Vanya is currently getting.
mysterious things.
BBSA, I'm going to turn up your audio levels a little bit.
Okay.
It's kind of sad that I'm unironically excited about this cooking skill, because it's like the first time I've actually managed to buy a skill that wasn't Psycho related that I actually have a chance to use.
Like all that forbidden lore, which all that lore, which is like I spent my XP on all this lore, huh? About that, Vanya gets a free implant that gives him all the lore.
But yeah, okay, Jeff, what happens?
Okay, so as you're kind of taking them down to his room, right? As you're going down the hallway, you see Tyrina approaching you. She looks kind of miffed, a little forlorn, like she's been up all night.
Where are you going? I still can't feel my right arm.
Gotta get some breakfast, Baka.
I give her Vanya's McMuffin.
I never asked for one.
Before you can give her anything, as she passes, she like swipes one of the McGriddles and says, "Thanks, idiot."
Oh no, she's not doing this. I'm taking action to stop her.
Is that the psyker out there? Tell her to fuck off.
Okay, so Tyrina has swiped a McGriddle.
Okay, have her roll a willpower test, please.
Okay, Vanya, what's the average
Average
tech priest willpower?
I have no clue. Mine is 37. Do you want to use that?
I'll just use 35 then.
Okay.
$29. So 1 degree of success.
Okay, so have her roll a D100 and add 50, please.
Oh my god. 132.
Oh my god.
Did you kill her?
No.
You better not have, or Vanya's will never fucking.
132, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Oh.
Why?
What did you do?
We're gonna get to the ball, guys. We're gonna get to the ball.
What did you do?
It's a repeat of the Orc arc.
Oh,
I
okay.
ranked in the only war.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
That's.
So she basically starts firing in all directions.
Yeah, she does that.
Not again.
She can snap out of it. She just has to succeed in a willpower roll.
Yeah, just roll her willpower again.
Net 100.
Well, how often does she get the chance to attempt to snap out of it? Is it once?
It's
a
from-
round?
it's
Once
because
a round, so she has to attack before she can try.
Okay. So.
I think it's at the end of every round.
Okay.
She's outside of the room, please, for the love of Christ.
Oh, no,
I'm already
she's in a
She's
hall.
right next to you.
She's away
No,
from
she-
you. She's near Lucia. Okay,
Okay,
so.
she'll attack Lucia.
Do I
Seth,
still get my second half action? I assume not.
I mean, I guess. What are you gonna use it to do?
Invisibility. Just so I don't die horribly.
No! Why? Like, in character, you have no reason to do that.
Good point. That's why I said probably not. But oh
Okay.
god, why?
Which of
So
them?
it says, does it say she attacks in a random direction or she attacks the nearest enemy?
Randomly attacks
Anything
anything
near.
near him.
So,
Yeah, okay.
Although it doesn't say anything. But no, I'm very much.
it would-
Oh god, the McGriddle's the closest thing.
Oh, Lord.
I'm okay with this.
I need
Okay.
to McGriddle.
Well, firing wildly.
I'm
You
gonna
may
roll.
want to
I'm gonna
stop
roll just for a
riddles.
random weapon. I'm just gonna find like the weapon armory table, roll a random weapon, and see what Seth gets shot with.
Okay.
Chain fist.
Void bomb.
No, that's so perfect. She has a gun that fires rocket powered chain fists.
Hostile
Rocket
gun.
fist engage.
Okay, so 1, 2,
So I'm
3,
sorry,
4,
I regret
5.
spending that 300 XP that I could have spent on making myself more survivable.
Okay, so she's gonna shoot you with a plasma weapon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh baby.
Well, look who else is joining the infirmary, guys.
I roll a successful dodge, thankfully.
Okay, but as you dodge, the McGriddles are swallowed up in plasma fire. Wait, no, no.
McGriddles? Fuck.
The remaining McGriddle is swallowed up in plasma fire. One of
Okay,
them
so-
survives.
There's still one McGriddle left, but
In
Tiny
her
is holding it.
hands.
Yes.
So I have to get the McGriddle farm part to make Tiny Tim happy.
Well, does she succeed in her willpower roll?
Let's find out. Rolling. It's a +0, right?
Yep.
Yes, it's just ordinary.
+0.
31. She succeeds. She immediately shakes her head and says, "Why did you burn a hole in the floor, idiot? Jeez, I'm just trying to eat breakfast and you're here making a mess." She raises the McGriddle.
I offer her.
in the floor of the ship.
She raises the McGriddle to her mouth to take a bite.
I will grab at the McGriddle.
Okay. Roll agility at a +10 to try and grab the McG.
I roll a 96.
Flat on your face. She takes a bite of the McGriddle.
This ship is 5,000 years old. What are you doing out there?
I have no.
Terrify
Oh.
her again, obviously.
I mean,
I tried so hard and got so far.
I demand that she hands back the McGriddle, and that it doesn't belong to her. And I call her a baka.
She says, "You're the one who brought me breakfast, idiot. Don't bring me breakfast and then say I can't have breakfast." Ugh.
I offer up one of the McMuffins and say, "This one is your breakfast. That one was special for for my senpai, who I want to bring to the ball with me."
She takes the McMuffin and sniffs it and says, "This smells like a dead person."
It is a dead person.
I try to appeal to her sensibilities and ask her if she really wants to deny me my chance with my senpai.
Roll fellowship.
Oh god.
Here, I believe this is in order, Cess.
My fellowship is 28.
You got a 28% chance.
Honestly.
I roll
Wow.
a 98.
Oh!
I just start calling her Baka.
You
Oh,
just keep calling her Baka?
yes. Like, I'm doing that thing, like, you know, in anime, where, like, she's pounding at her with her fists, going, Baka, Baka, Baka.
Baka, Baka.
Give me the news.
If we're doing anime things, you know that, like, when a character gets, like, really mad and, like, the camera zooms in on their face and, like, it gets all dark, you know, when you have, like, that top-down angle or bottom-up angle, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The eyes go away,
Yeah.
where it's like in shadow from their hair.
Did you just call me a Baka?
Did you just call
no.
her a Baka?
No.
You idiot!
I point at Vanya and say he did.
You point to who?
To Vanya.
Vanya's not around.
He didn't try me in, so I assumed he was.
No, I'm in the other room right now. Like I'm just hearing shouting in the hallway.
Okay, I point behind Tyrina and say, "Oh, look, a flying monkey."
Roll
roll
deceive.
You're deceive.
I mean, I fail, obviously. I'm not trained in it, and my fellowship is 28.
Okay.
You can roll 8 or lower. You don't know.
You
No, I
might.
didn't.
You might.
I rolled
You
a
should have
2
at least
earlier.
roll it. You can always
Okay.
roll a 1.
I did, but I didn't get it.
Oh.
Okay, Vanya, what is your weapon skill?
My weapon skill, I believe, is 30.
Okay, I'll just
Let
use
me-
that for Tyrina. She attempts to hit you with one of the legs of her mechanical spider.
Wait, she bought it?
What?
Bought it?
No.
No.
She's trying to hurt you for
She's
being
trying to
console.
hit you.
She's hitting you.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Okay. 09, that is a hit.
I roll a successful dodge, thankfully.
Okay. You manage to get out of the way and she kind of tears a hole in the wall. And
Stop
she leans
blowing!
in and says, "Stop blowing holes in my ship."
Stop
Those
blowing
Jedi
holes in
are
the
super
ship!
handy.
She kind of leans down and says, "Don't you ever call me a Baka again, Baka."
Are
She
you
still
gonna get
has
that
the McGriddle.
McGriddle
She
back?
only has one bite taken out of it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the McGriddle via telekinesis.
Okay. Do you have to roll anything to successfully use telekinesis, or does it just auto-manifest?
Well, the minor manifestations are really freeform, but I was planning to use the force throw on the McGriddle to toss it at me.
That's a force pull.
Yeah. Wow, this session is already off to a great start.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to
Fighting
the ball.
NPCs.
We're gonna get to
Almost
the ball.
killing one. Again.
To be fair, though, like at least it's Cess. Like Cess gets to have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me all that screen time. So I rolled the force throw's damage,
Okay.
and I resolve 11 damage against myself and knock myself 1d5 meters backwards with the force of the McGriddle. I don't think that
What?
McGriddle survived.
The McGriddle.
You almost kill yourself with the McGriddle?
The McGriddle
Oh,
turns
man.
itself into a
Oh god, I
projectile.
shot Akio McGriddle.
I'm thinking of that scene in Dragon Ball Z where like Goku holds Raditz still while Piccolo like shoots them through with a beam and it like goes out his back and blood goes everywhere. The McGriddle like hits you in the chest and goes.
Ooh.
Why?
McGriddle should be very, very flat now.
That McGriddle has ceased to be.
Well, instead of blood on the
It's
other
like
end,
It's like a McPancake now.
What did
Okay,
you think was
I'm
going
like
to
slumped
happen?
against the wall, and like it would be a pool of my own blood, but it's syrup.
yeah, it's syrup and
Kronos,
pieces
do you
of
live in an
bacon.
airport or something?
No,
Maybe.
he's
You
coming.
live in a
he's
van
on
down by the
bus.
river.
No. My house is just next to a road, so.
Oh.
But yes, I take 3 wounds.
Jesus.
Okay. So Tyrina says, "You ruined my breakfast! Ah, you idiot! Now I have to go find new breakfast, and this guy who wanted me to fix the big old hole in his stomach is just gonna sit there, and it's all your fault, you stupid baka idiot!" She kind of storms away all pouty.
Messiah, help me. I've been sitting here for the last 12 hours.
Okay, I'm going to try and salvage the situation by gathering up all the spilled syrup and like using it as a topping on the McMuffin to try and.
That
He's
sounds,
not
I just
dissolved the
scrape up
corpse.
the syrup, put it on top of one of the
that
McMuffins.
sounds absolutely
The
horrifying.
syrup starts to dissolve. Iceman. The syrup starts to dissolve the corpse starch into like a puddle of glop. So now it's like brown sludge sandwiched between 2 husks of bread.
I taste it.
It tastes like dead body with some syrup on it. So basically like a regular McMuffin.
Well, I'm just going to have to go without breakfast then.
You know, the thought is what counts.
I go to greet Tiny Tim. It could have ended so much worse considering Tiny Tim's luck.
Oh, it's not over yet.
As soon as you enter, you hear like an audible growl from his stomach. "Oh, hello. It's so nice of you to come see me early in the morning. I never get visitors, especially not at 9 in the morning. The exact time that it is, 11 hours before the ball starts."
So, hi.
Hello.
So,
Sorry if I'm a little hoarse. I think the damage to my legs has become infected, and the
what is your
infection
opinion
has
on
spread to my lungs
cornstarch?
now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was boring you so much with the description of my horrible afflictions.
So Lou should just interrupt his sob story to go on with whatever she was planning.
I really shouldn't be so selfish. Not everyone wants to hear about how my legs are completely destroyed beyond repair, and also how the raging infection has spread to my lymph nodes, which has given me lung cancer somehow. I don't know how it's possible, but apparently I was injured that badly that it just works anyway. Isn't that wonderful? But I'm sorry I'm boring you so much with this. What were you saying about corpse starch?
What is
The
your
thing that I'm
opinion on
horribly
cornstarch?
allergic to?
Oh, fuck off.
You're gonna have to ask him what he's not allergic to.
I get out like my data slate and like bring up Notepad and be like, type in everything you're not allergic to, please.
Well, I'm not allergic to pancakes or bacon or eggs or other pancakes or cheese. That's about it. Also possibly sausage. That's about it.
Okay, I'll be back in about
Everything else
10
is
minutes. I run back to the kitchens.
Make more McGriddles.
Make
I make
a
more McGriddles.
sausage McBiscuit.
And I also is there like marker and a paper somewhere around? So I can
I mean,
make
you
a
have a data
sign?
slate, don't you? Oh, a sign. I mean, yeah, probably.
Alright, so I want to make the McGriddles.
Okay. Roll cooking. This time at a -10 since you've used a lot of ingredients.
I Shanghai one of the cooks for the regiment into becoming my assistant with threats of deadly force.
You fail. Did you fail?
Aw. Oh my god. I rolled another 4.
Woo.
Okay, so you managed to make 4 McGriddles.
I take the construction paper and marker and I write on it, extremely important delivery, official business, interruptions will be met with deadly force. You have been warned. And I start heading back to the room while holding up the sign.
Oh man, I don't think there's anything I have. Any trick I can throw. Oh no. Is something gonna go right for Tiny Tim? Let's find out. You get to his room. You get to his room with no interruptions.
Did I remember the coffee? Fuck.
No.
Don't bring coffee, man. You're gonna bring coffee to
good
Tiny
point.
Tim?
Good point. Hot
Gee.
things should not be allowed within a mile. I scanned the room for threats.
Okay, roll your perception.
I fail.
You don't see any.
No, I see threats everywhere. Like the shadows are concealing enemies waiting to get my McGriddles. So I will approach Tiny Tim and offer him all 4 McGriddles.
Wow, all of this food. I don't know what to do with all of this. Should I give this to one of the neighboring rooms? I am quite skilled as a waiter, you know. That's what I had to do to earn my meals.
This is for you. This is a gift because you deserve it. You've been very good to me and to my friends, and I consider you a good friend.
I don't think I deserve something so nice. You should take it to some of the harder working soldiers.
Okay,
I can't
because I respect
take this in good conscience.
All right, because I respect your conscience, I'll take one of them.
No, I insist. I don't deserve any of this.
Dominate him and make him eat it.
But since I'm respecting your conscience, you should respect mine too, and I think you've earned it because you've been such a good friend to me.
That's true. You have been an exquisitely good friend who has never wronged me in my entire life. In fact, you're the only friend I've ever had who hasn't double-crossed me and hurt me in some horrible, insidious Machiavellian way.
Exactly.
You know, for that, I really should eat this, yes. He takes it, and he takes a bite, and he chews, and he swallows, and his face starts to turn purple.
Oh no!
Lucia, do something!
Heimlich maneuver.
Heimlich maneuver.
I punch him in the stomach.
No, that's not how you do Heimlich maneuver.
Can't think. Act on instinct. Instinct's bad.
Okay, roll your unarmed damage.
1d5 minus 3's plus strength bonus.
Yeah.
1, 3.
So 3 minus 3 to 0, then plus strength bonus.
Plus 2.
So 2 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you hit him, and because his toughness is so low, he takes damage and, like, coughs up the piece of McGriddle, but also blood, and now he's choking on his own blood.
Oh no!
I'll give him mouth to mouth and try to suck out the blood so that he doesn't choke on it.
That's how you do it!
if you do that,
Instinct's bad.
so
Instinct's bad.
for drinking his blood, you take 3 corruption points.
Oh!
As you become a vampire, a psychic
That is so
vampire.
unfair.
Nurgle is pleased.
Is he cursed?
Nurgle is pleased. You're drinking blood.
Woo.
Corn is pissed. You're taking his blood.
I'm not Nurgle. Yeah, Corn. Corn is pleased that you're drinking blood.
Okay, I was actually at 21 before, so it's not super relevant. But holy shit. Okay, I'm starting the exorcism, like, now. Like, once he's not choking anymore, I'm starting this exorcism.
Okay. You get him to where he's not choking. He's just, like, gasping and coughing up a whole bunch of blood and McGriddle crumbs.
Are you gonna call me up then? You need an exorcism done?
Okay,
Also,
first, I'll take a bite out of one of the McGriddles, too, to make sure it wasn't poisoned.
It's not poisoned.
Also, if you do
Okay.
any amount of
I
perverse...
don't feel comfortable leaving Tiny Tim alone. Do the data sites have, like, a cell phone function?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, that's like that's a Voxcaster.
So they
Or
literally don't
comedy.
have technology as good as a smartphone.
No,
Yeah.
it's 40K.
Well,
That's
the
hilarious.
data sites are basically just smartphones, though. So I assume...
They're
Like, since
never
we're-
mentioned to have, like, a voice chat feature as far as I know.
No, it's That would, yeah, it's
But
almost
they have a
exclusive.
Snapchat feature.
Okay, I'll take a Snapchat and like a selfie of me and Tiny Tim and caption it, Phaedra, get here, need help, please. Lucia.
Okay. I'll take a break from my prostrations and fervent worship.
I really like that image. You're just like kneeling, like in the classic, bowed worship,
Uh-huh.
prostrated pose before like a statue of the emperor, and your phone just starts ringing.
Yep, my phone starts ringing and I see the snap and I'm like, oh shit.
You get up
Okay.
looking all annoyed, just
Also, like, there's
This
tons of like
again.
gratuitous emoticons.
Yeah.
Like, shit's fucked up. Phaedra,
and
need help.
yeah, exactly. Lucia would be the kind of person who uses way too many emotes
Oh.
or emojis or whatever. Yeah. And I think the last time I interacted with Tiny Tim, I punched him in the chest so hard he broke a rib, trying to stop him from choking to death. So,
Wait, that's already happened? I don't remember that.
No, I thought you were referencing that.
yeah, yeah, he can't eat
Oh, you didn't
food.
know?
What was
Clearly,
he
we have
choking
to
on
puree
last
it.
time? What did he
Yeah.
choke on the last time? I forgot.
I think he was
I find-
choking, and that was my way of doing the Heimlich, but I accidentally got Righteous Fury.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
almost killed him. And if it happened today,
Dude, I was praying
I
for Luke.
can no longer do
get
the
Righteous
Heimlich
Fury.
to people, or I would kill them.
You're praying for what?
I was praying for you to get Righteous Fury.
Oh yeah, that would have been hilarious.
You punch right through his chest.
No, I
Welcome to Jeb.
That would have been worth insanity points. Like, I would have resolved like a horror 4 fear test.
Okay, so yeah, Phaedra will rush up to Tiny Tim's room and ask what's going on.
We're doing an exorcism. That's what's going on. Get ready.
Why are we doing an exorcism?
Because have you seen the things that happen around Tiny Tim? I think that should be explanation enough.
Who
Okay,
even
you're
is
like-
this person?
What? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
Just do it. I like crush and start going. Just do it.
Just do it. I just sort of. What's Tiny Tim look like right now? Is he just like on the ground, slumped against the wall or something, or what? Jeff.
I think Jeff said his internet is fucked.
Oh
Well, that's good.
Very
shit.
good.
She looks fucked.
So yeah, I'm assuming shit looks really bad. Well, I was gonna ask to make a Forbidden Lore heresy roll, but it's hard if Jeff's
Okay,
not
can you
here
guys hear
to
me?
tell me what
Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can.
What? Okay, I heard. I said something about really wishing Lucia had Righteous Fury, and then everything just stopped. So, has anything important happened since then?
Phaedra
Doing an
is now in the room, and I just want to know like what
Shit,
Tiny
yeah.
Tim is looking like right
Again,
now.
God damn it.
Slumped against a wall, like what does Phaedra see?
Jeff says, hold on.
Okie doke.
Oh.
It crashed.
Killerino.
Man, this room's warm.
Wait, I really like that Spider-Man picture. It would be a good contender with "We Did It, We Saved the City" or the Only War
Okay.
person chart.
I think I got it now. What the fuck? Okay. So, I mean, you get in there. I can tell you what Tiny Tim looks like. I don't know what Lucia is doing. But yeah.
I'm like taking like random debris from the room and fashioning it into like a stick figure eagle used as an aquila.
Okay. So, yeah, Phaedra, you
Eagles
get
are
in there.
significantly harder to do than crosses.
So, Phaedra, you get in there, and you basically find Tiny Tim slumped against the wall with like blood all down his chin and the front of his shirt, and he's like coughing feebly.
I ask, okay, if it's that bad, I ask Tiny Tim what happened.
Oh, You wouldn't believe it. I was choking on a piece of this delicious meal your friend made me. And then I started to choke, and she saved my life by punching me in the stomach so hard my internal organs ruptured.
That seems to happen to you a lot.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, so I want to make a forbidden lore roll. Heresy, because apparently Lucia thinks we need to have an exorcism, and I want to look into my noggin and see, has bad luck ever been caused by one of, some warp entity before, or is this just Lucia being dumb? I got 1 degree of success.
Rippin' piss.
Exorcism of Jonah Hill.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I know. Like, I've been waiting for that scene, like, for all week now.
Bible Man Genesis. That looks amazing.
Look at, he's got a fucking lightsaber.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh
so-
yeah, that's hilarious. That's his weapon.
Thank you for all the Lucia screen time.
Well, she needs it.
She's been gone for a while.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And also very fun to do.
Why did you terrify Tyrina? You literally could have killed her.
Well, it seemed like the least lethal option that would do something.
But you've killed people with that power.
Couldn't you have just dominated her?
Yeah, dominate, give McGriddle. Like, it's very
Yeah, that would
simple.
have been too easy.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's how
And
you
it
don't
also-
fuck up.
It seems less funny. Okay?
Consider
It was. I was pretty amazed that the end result was her shooting everything.
Yeah.
It's such a great callback.
It is. Yeah. When it's done, it's done.
But yes, I just need to do this exorcism and then ask Tiny Tim to the prom, and then you guys can have the rest of your screen time. Sorry
I
for
don't
taking up.
think an exorcism is going to work. Or even happen, but we'll find out. Jeff needs to tell me what my character knows.
Oh no,
Hey,
not the
Jeff.
bingo.
What if he wasn't possessed and he's just has really shitty luck?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That would be terrible.
This luck is literally cosmically bad, considering the fact, like, all my
Okay,
dark
can you guys hear me?
forebodings end up being bad
Yes.
things happening to
Uh-huh.
Tiny Tim.
Loud and clear, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can't hear Jeff.
He's being quiet. For some reason.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
Fuck this. God damn it. Ah. Okay, so you find Tiny Tim slumped against the wall, blood down his front of his face. Explains to you, glowingly how Lucia saved him after bringing him a delicious meal.
Yes.
Once again, his one true friend is looking out for him.
Yes. And then I'm doing because Lucia wants to do an exorcism, so I'm doing a Forbidden Lore Heresy roll to find out if cosmically bad luck is actually a thing warp entities would ever inflict someone with, or if it's just her wild imagination. And I got 1 success on that.
Do you remember him well enough to know about his cosmically bad luck? Because
Well,
you've
she's-
forgotten his existence multiple times.
No, I've forgotten his existence. I'm just looking to see if that's a thing, because that's what she explained to my character. Is that he has cosmically bad luck.
Jeff,
As,
though?
as far as you know, just misfortune is not a symptom of chaos, because why would the gods tempt you with misery?
Okay. I relay this information to Lucia. Chaos doesn't work that way. They don't just do bad stuff to you. That's the opposite of the point. They do bad stuff to your soul.
So Lucia's just like standing there with like this like stick, like this hastily cobbled together Aquila, and like a It's like some bell that she got somewhere.
Yeah.
Out of this house! Out of this house!
You know, on my way here, one of the hallways was, looked like someone hit the walls and shot plasma rifles or whatever.
Wow, that really is unfortunate. I sure am the luckiest man alive that none of that happened to me. I could have been out there and killed. That would have been awful.
That would have been awful, yeah. Guy, who I don't really know. Should we be getting you to a med bay?
Well, the last time I went to the med bay, it wasn't very useful. Apparently, a bunch of their supplies went missing. Conveniently, only the fist-shaped ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, I still think it's probably for the best, seeing as you're bleeding out on the floor.
Well, I don't want to trouble anyone.
No, it's no trouble. And I just sort of give Lucia a glare. Just sort of like a mildly annoyed one as I pick him up. I'll do a strength roll. I actually fail my strength roll to pick up Tiny Tim.
You drop Tiny Tim?
You drop him. You drop him like right on his head.
As he falls.
I pick him up too fast and just throw him over my
head.
head.
He lands in a heap.
Also, I want to try and catch him. Which will be hilarious considering I have little girl strength, so he'll just land on top of me.
Oh. Be just like an anime.
An anime?
Just
Yes.
like my animals.
It's just like in my Japanese animes.
I mean, Lucia is exactly the kind of person who would do that on purpose. Oh no, this is so... Ugh, that's... Ugh.
But yeah, okay, so which one of you is actually going to pick him up in canon?
Well, I'm picking him up, yeah.
Okay, so you failed your strength, so you drop him on his head. He's like lands
No, but then I go to catch him.
Yeah, Lucia wants to try and catch him.
Okay.
I rolled a 31.
Against agility?
I don't know. You didn't say. But I just rolled a dice.
Use as to what was happening. Okay, I'd say against agility if you're trying to catch him.
In that case, a 31 passes.
Okay. So you managed to catch him. So the two of you kind of land.
Mom. Is Lucia even strong enough to pick him up?
Probably not.
What's your max carry weight?
My strength and toughness bonus combined is 6, so...
I don't know how to calculate it from that.
I could look up that chart real quick. Oh, your Lucia has a
72 kilograms.
Okay, so you can carry him. He's scrawny.
Okay. But, like, barely.
Wow, you've saved me again. You truly are the closest friend and the most dedicated guardian I've ever had.
So, like, my knees are, like, shaking. I'm struggling to hold him up, and I, like let out the breath I've been holding. So, like, go, like, so, do you want to go to the prom?
Oh,
maybe?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm a horrible dancer. I'd just embarrass you if I were there.
That's okay.
I don't
I
know.
am too.
You really don't deserve such an abomination or a disappointment as me. You know, ruining your night like that.
In all honesty, I was probably going to wallflower it up anyway, and I was wondering if you would maybe join me for that.
I mean, I guess. You are the closest friend I've ever had, and the nicest person I've ever met, the only one who's ever shown me any kindness and tried to save me from the awful things that seemed to happen to me just randomly, so I feel like I owe it to you then.
Okay, thank you.
Clearly I owe you a very large debt.
I'm going to set you gently on the bed now.
Okay. I'll say that I was following, so...
Okay, so you get into the med bay?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Woo.
Alright, so...
That was fun.
This has taken a half hour. 10.5 hours remain.
Oh, are we doing this in real time? This really is the vote.
No, man, this is like Majora's Mask.
Does anyone else have something they'd like to do before the dance?
I mean,
Oh,
I kind of
well,
want to
no,
visit Cargill beforehand.
Oh yeah, I'm still bedridden, I think, at the moment.
Yeah,
So-
Cargill's also in the med bay, but we can just get back to Kronos since he has something.
Yeah, Kronos said they wanted to do something, so.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So during that magical adventure, I was doing what I rolled for, but now I'm going back to Mooners. Is the idea. Okay. So Alex goes with her materials and stuff and knocks on Mooner's door.
She does not respond.
I knock a little louder and call her name.
You still get no response.
I tell her I'm coming in,
Okay.
and then I do so.
Okay. You find her kind of seated upright in bed, still in her new sweater, and just kind of staring catatonically at the wall.
Yeah. Or the lack of.
I mean, it's a room. There are walls. Like.
I know, but staring with her eyes is hard.
Right. Yeah. But.
Anyway, so I walk in and say, "Morning, Moon Dancer. Quite a night that was."
She kind of looks over at you, and then just, or I guess, turns her head toward you, and then doesn't say anything. Just goes back to not staring at the wall.
Yeah.
Sniffing the wall. I don't know. Mugging at the wall.
Alex is gonna put her pile of books and materials and stuff at the foot of the bed. She's gonna say, I know that last night was terrifying in every sense of the word, but I thought that maybe we could start with something fun and interesting today. Maybe something that might cheer you up a little bit, if anything could. And she kind of swallows a little bit. It's like, what would you say if I said I could help you read again without any fancy enhancements? Just the way you are right now.
Oh, I mean, I guess that'd be nice.
Well, I collected all this stuff on Braille, and I thought that like maybe we could learn together. And I could
Space Braille. You have to call it Space Braille.
Space
Future.
Braille. Like I got all this research and info, and if there were any books in the library, I was grabbing those too. Like it's just in Braille, and it's super easy to learn. So I thought that we could learn together, and when I was on planets, I could look around and see if I could find any books in Braille, and Emperor. Sorry, I need to think what the word I was gonna say. Emperor strike me down. If I can't find any, then I'll make them myself. Yeah. And then she kind of sits down on the bed a little bit and says, so what do you think?
I don't know. It's nice, I guess.
That was an incannon sigh.
Okay. You can tell she's clearly not interested, and there's clearly something else very much weighing on her mind.
I ask her for her 2 cents. And nickel for your thoughts.
She says she doesn't want to waste your time, and you should just leave her alone.
What do you mean you don't want to waste my time? I don't have anything else better to do.
She says she's bad, and you shouldn't want to be around her. Why does everyone who even tries to care about her have to get hurt? What's wrong with her? Why does this keep happening?
Sadly, that's how chaos works, I guess. They try to pick people
God,
who
I
are...
can't hear shit. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
It. God damn it. Hello, can you guys hear me at all? Like,
Yeah,
I just gone.
I totally hear you.
Perfectly.
Can you hear us, Jeff?
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Like, everyone's like robot voice. I'm hearing like every third syllable. Like I don't know what the fuck you guys are saying. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
Sad face. I was getting so into character too. Do.
Freaking do anything.
Woo.
Why can't you Oh, is that Jeff or I thought? Who said I can't freaking do anything?
I think that was Eggman.
You can do it, EQG.
What the fuck?
Just
I'm really
believe in
sorry
the-
about this,
I can
guys.
do
I'm gonna
what?
reset the router. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
My name was said.
I said you can believe in the Iceman who believes in you.
Oh.
You said something about like I can't do it.
Am I gonna have to go like just talk about chaos for a bit with people? This is what's going on.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I had like an in-character response, but now it's like it's leaving me because of the Jeff.
Yeah.
You said something like, well, that's what chaos does.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then I think you sighed in character.
Yeah. I saw it in character earlier, but you know, like I know the basic thing of what I was gonna say. I'm trying to think of like a way to say it that like that she might actually respond to.
I don't know. I think the best thing for the character in character, was like being around people or whatever. So it seemed like the Imperial cult was doing okay with her, but now obviously Iceman's trying to push her towards the heretical cult of tech leadership.
It's not heresy, dude.
Heresy to me.
Yeah.
Heresy. Well, then you'll get killed.
The Treaty of Mars.
Administratum
The Treaty of
drones.
Mars says it's not heresy for me to worship a different god as long as I pretend it's the same one.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I know.
That's
So
how
it's
they.
an uneasy alliance. I'm supposed to think that it's heresy anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a minister of priest.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I was sort of surprised that it was because I found it because never mind, it doesn't matter because we're not doing the everything's canon thing because I know that at least one person in most of the people in Caiaphas Cain are like, what's this weird tech priest religion? Are we sure they're worshiping the Emperor?
Yeah.
Well, my girlfriend just broke her foot.
What? Actually, or
No. You okay, babe? Well, she's dead.
She stubbed her toe.
She's
Stop
dead.
being such a pansy.
But you're dead.
Rip in peace, Casey Green.
She's wearing my shirt. Make her take it off.
No. Yeah.
It's not your shirt now. I got it at PAX.
Mm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell Iceman that his religion is dumb.
What religion is it?
He
I
prays
wish
to a
the
giant space fart.
That's not true. That's not true. That's
Well,
just.
no religion is necessarily dumb. Misguided, possibly.
Hear that, Vanya? You're misguided. You and your space fart religion.
That isn't. Vanya doesn't know that
maybe
though.
part in the center of Mars or something.
The best part is they can't hear you.
And it's not.
She can't hear you guys.
Oh,
So I'm just translating.
And it's not even. It's not even really a fart. It's like a giant room. You know the room from the.
worship a room?
No, you know like the Tesseract from the end of what's it again? Interstellar. It's like that. It's like a giant, like at least that's what it appears as if you were to see it. It's like a giant Tesseract room.
Huh.
but it like if you looked at it, it would just fill you. It like literally, it filled the girl's mind with so much just like cannot be.
So why is that your god?
Because so in like the 12th century, real century, the emperor defeated a giant silver dragon, which was the form of this thing, on Earth, and imprisoned it within a giant canyon on Mars. And he couldn't really defeat it, but he could make a bargain with it, where it's like, look, I'm going to throw you in prison, and you're gonna get, I guess not really a bargain as much of an ultimatum,
Yes.
as I'm not going to kill you because I can't, but you're gonna give me control over, you're gonna give humanity control over machines at some point in the future, and I'm gonna imprison you. And then one of